Libra Full Moon happening on April the 6th of 2023. Let's talk about the big energy of the Libra Full Moon. There is a lot of releasing happening, balancing, restoring of your truest and highest path and alignment. I can't wait to tell you and to guide you into the 5 ways that you can work with this portal and what is it that you need to know, the different themes, the different pathway, what is it that you want to stay away from. So in this video, I want to break it all down. So if you guys are interested, let's keep on watching. Welcome back to Awaken with Tina. My name is Tina Wong. I'm a spiritual mentor and guide, and in this video, let's talk about the Libra Full Moon happening on April the 6th. So let's dive into it, okay? For those of you who are, by the way, not familiar with our channel, we post here every day, channel messages, the guidances that you need to know to step into your truest and highest alignment. We post every day, so much content for you to binge on. So if you guys are interested, give this a like, subscribe to our channel, stay tuned. Of course, let me know down below what more that you guys would like to see so I can make more content for you, because you know we post a lot. So with that being said, let's get into this video over here. 5 ways on working with this energy. Let's talk about way number 1. All right, so let's talk about the way number 1, theme number 1 of this full moon in Libra. First of all, okay, you guys must be thinking, what is this about? What is full moon about? What is Libra energy about? So let's get into that. The first thing that you need to know is that this full moon is a very potent one, because we're not talking about just releasing, because you know full moon we're talking about releasing, but because it's a sign of Libra, and Libra is that duality, is that sign of the balance, is a sign of the scale. So when we're talking about the Libra energy, we're talking about putting things into harmony and balance, which we'll talk more about in the later ways. So stay tuned for that. But for now, it's to really understanding that we're not just only releasing, but we're also releasing so that we can become the person that we are here to become. So the energy here is calling you to rise into your truth, and also getting rid of anything that is false, that is not real, that you know you pretend like it's fine, it's you, but it's not. So for example, you can think that it's cool to, I don't know, smoke, or you think it's cool to wear certain kind of clothes, or you think it's cool to drink certain kind of beverage, whatever it is, okay? So but then you think that it's cool, but you know deep inside it's not cool. You know, it's like one of those things that you have to be really honest with yourself and use your discernment. And this is when you have to come to truth about what is it that I'm now being called to release and let go. Maybe it's an identity, maybe it's a habit, maybe it's an old way of being, maybe it's a way that you've been lying to yourself about. Maybe you're like, you don't think dressing in whatever way is cool at all, but you feel like you need to do that subconsciously to fit in, or to be accepted, or to be liked, or whatever the reason is. So this is going to require some really deep work for you to dive into, which we'll talk about in the other ways. But for the number 1 theme over here, understanding that there's an energy of releasing and becoming. And for those of you who haven't grabbed your free ticket to my free masterclass of Release and Become, the R&B masterclass, we're going to be going really deep into how you can release an old, outdated identity to become the person that you are here to become. So for those of you who have been feeling the calling to step into your light bigger than ever before, this is going to be the one that you do not want to miss. I will be personally guiding you into the journey of becoming the person that you've been looking for, the person that you've been praying for. It's a very deep masterclass. There's going to be a lot of soul activation, and in the description you will find the free ticket. Grab it before all the spots are taken. I'll see you then. Also, let me know if that you're in so I can celebrate you. Way number 2. Way number 2 on how to work with this energy is understanding that this full moon in Libra is all about this energy of alignment. Okay, we're talking about balance, we're talking about harmony, we're talking about alignment. So what you need to know about the way number 2 on how to work with this energy is that there's a lot of things restoring into harmony, restoring into balance. And whenever this happens, it's going to require you to take a really good look in your life, right? I mean, on this channel, on Awaken with Tina, we always go really deep, and we have to, you know, give you the real, give you the tea, so that you can, you know, really look into what's going left in your life so that you can be in alignment. So don't feel like, oh, I have to be critical, I feel bad looking about it. It's not about feeling bad, it's not about being critical, it's about being honest, right? When you bring something to awareness, then you can transmute it into light, into love, into alignment. So right now, the theme of harmony and alignment is being very potent in your life right now. And remember, 3 days before, 3 days after, this energy is going to be very potent. So be aware. Okay, so what you need to know about this is that there's going to be certain things that it's going to show you, because the full moon energy is about illumination, right? So think of the full moon, and my favorite way to look at it is this full moon is like this big round bright thing at night, right? And what is it? It's like a lighthouse, right? It's like a spotlight. So I look at it as like a spotlight into your shadowy aspects. So knowing that something is going to be revealed to you. So this is when it's going to be very telling, you know, where you are on your journey and what your character is about, is that whenever things are being shined through your challenge area, your problem area, you know, your dark shadowy area, is it when you're gonna be like crumbling, and is it when you're gonna be like, oh no, I'm gonna run and hide? Or is it gonna be like, okay, thank you universe for showing me what I now need to do, what I now need to take action on, so that I can become into my true alignment. So this is when you have to be very, very, very loving, right, to yourself, and also be in your power. Because the thing here is that you can be crying on the floor but still be in your power, because you are aware. See, you are aware that things are happening for you, not to you. Things are being shown to you so that you can rise into your truth. So this is the time for anything that's out of alignment, meaning your relationship, the way that you put in your energy, time, resources into work. Maybe you're working too much. Maybe you're not working enough. Maybe you are being called to do this thing, but you're not following path. Where have you been hiding? Where have you been lying to yourself? This is going to be bringing you the real, the tea, the truth. Maybe a bit confronting, but I think it's time for you to address it. Way number 3. The way number 3 on how you can work with this full moon in the sign of Libra is all about understanding that it's about love, and it's also about balance. Okay, and we talked a little bit about balance earlier, so I'm gonna tell you more about what this really means. So with the Libra energy, and we know Libra loves love. Any Libras in the house, by the way, let me know down below. Is it you? Do you have Libras in your chart? How are you guys feeling leading to this full moon? I love to interact with you guys. Let me know down below. If you guys don't have me on Instagram, follow me at Awaken with Tina, the exact spelling please, or else, you know, strange people will stop messaging you. So yes, we share a lot on the Instagram, so come on over. But with the Libra energy, this is all about understanding that love. Libras love love. So a lot of the love energy is going to come forth and come through for you, okay? And what you need to know is that when love is out of balance, sometimes you feel out of balance. And I'm not talking about love in the romance way only. I mean, it also is, but love in an energy kind of way. Love in you being and embodying that you are love itself. You are here to express yourself as love. And when you are out of balance, meaning that you don't have that full-on love for yourself, then you cannot love other people. When you feel like, oh, I'm critical on myself, I feel like I should have been there already. Why am I behind? What am I doing with my life? I should have been here. I'm a loser. When you don't have that love, when you don't cultivate that self-love, it's hard for you to look at the world in a sense, in a lens of love. And sometimes a lot of us, we latch on to relationship, we latch on to boyfriend, girlfriend dates, so that we can find stability. And this is something I talk a lot in our Self-Love is a New Sexy. It's an amazing course that we have here at Self-Alignment, True Alignment. So if you guys are interested in that, you can always message me on Instagram. I can point you in the right direction. But this is the energy where you have to be honest with yourself. Are you out of balance when it comes to love? Only you know that, right? Have you been loving yourself? Or have you been hating yourself? Have you been criticizing yourself? What about others? What about the ones that you love, right? Your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner, your mom, your dad, your whatever friends, right? Have you been criticizing them? Have you been compassionate towards them instead, right? Have you been like, oh, this person should have called me. She missed this lunch date with me again. How dare she? You know? Or maybe she's going through some problems, you know? Maybe she's having issues because she's like going through a lot right now, so that she can't even hold space for you. She can't even, like, you know, have herself together, for example, right? So can we have that heart? Can we have that compassion about what people are going through? Because when people are in alignment, they're not going to be mean, cruel, crazy, right, to you. They're going to be in love, in light, in peace, in service, in wisdom. Same with you. So this is when it's so important for you to have that love and compassion and discernment of what is happening right now in your life. Are you being true to yourself? Are you loving yourself? Are you giving others a break, or you're being harsh on them because you're being harsh on yourself as well? And there's a theme that I want to bring forth while we're in this topic is that this is going to be a theme of we're moving from the winter to the spring. And a lot of that, you know, when the winter is about healing, it's about going deep, right? It's about caring, doing what you need to do, right? Even putting on weight, okay? Who put on weight during the winter because you're just eating a lot and, you know, there's nothing to do outside because it's cold, right? And then the spring is asking you to spring into action, to go out and to do things. And sometimes there's a lag. Maybe sometimes there's a resistance because you're not used to doing things. You're used to laying on the couch. Hello, right? So there's a lot of that happening as well. So just give yourself a break. But knowing that spring is here, the energy is here for you to spring into action, to get things crack-a-lacking. For those of you who haven't seen my 4-4 portal video, watch this. It's still very relevant about what you're going through right now. And I also made a meditation for you. And for those of you who want to understand this Aries energy better, this April energy better, I made a video here for you so you can check it out. We have lots of stuff happening on our channel, so take advantage of it, learn about the energy so that you can work with it and make it work for you. Number 4, the way number 4 on how you can work with this energy is all about truth and honesty. And what I mean by that is because Libra is really the sign of the judge, right? It's a sign of really bringing harmony into balance and alignment. And truth and honesty is a big part of that. If you don't have honesty, if you're not truthful to yourself, you're not willing to look at your own shadows, your own, I don't want to say wrongdoing, but it's more like you're acting not in integrity with self, with soul, with source, you know? Only you know that if you're out of alignment. So this is when you have to be really honest with yourself and knowing that you're doing this introspection, not because, oh yeah, so I can hate myself more, I can be mean to myself. It's about like really looking at your stuff and clearing it out, right? And the cool thing about full moon is a beautiful way to clear it out. That's why we're going to be doing this live together at the Release and Become Masterclass. And also there's going to be a free replay for you. So if you want to come join us. If you cannot make it, you still get the free replay. But if you don't sign up, then you don't get anything. So if you know that you want to work with this energy, do sign up. I would love to have you there live. It's going to be super potent. We're going to laugh. We're probably going to cry too. So if you're ready for that, let's go. So energies are going to be rising high for you to look at things with truth and honesty. Are you on path? The universe is going to come through with this voice. Are you on path? Are you lying to yourself? I want you to answer this question. Where in your life have you been lying to yourself? Where in your life have you been saying that it's okay when it's freaking not? The way people treat you, is that okay? The way you treat yourself, is that okay? The way that you're putting your dreams, your vision, your manifestation on hold, is that okay? This is going to be when, you know, stuff hits the fan, and you know what I mean by stuff, right? Stuff is going to hit the fan, and you are going to be the one watching it, okay? So this is when you have to decide, am I going to bring truth and honesty in my life so that I can be empowered to take action? Or am I going to crumble and fall and, you know, have all of this burden over me again? It's a choice. You see, it's a decision. So this is why it's so important for you to come through with honesty, with truth, but from the heart. Okay, from the heart, not from the head. Sometimes you can use your head, but a lot, and this time I urge you to use your heart because sometimes, you know, as an air sign, Libra, air, thinking, thoughts, sometimes the energy is like we are in our head. We are over-analyzing, and when we become, what you call it, paralysis, like we don't take action. You know, what's that term? Let me know down below, right? I can't even think of that word, but it's like, you know, you procrastinate a lot and you don't take action. So don't be in your head. Just listen to your truth and allowing the divine to guide you, because in your heart you always know. You always know what's true for you. In your head you can deny it, you can pretend it doesn't exist, you can blah 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 blah, don't hear it, but don't overthink, don't overanalyze, don't get in your head, but open up your heart. You know what the tea is. You know what is real for you. You know what is present for you. You know what is it that you need to take action on. You need to move on. You need to release. You know in your heart, and I trust that you know. Okay, I don't care who tells you that you don't know, that you are confused. I don't believe that crap. I believe that in your heart that you know. Okay, do you hear me? You know. Stop playing confused. Stop playing lost. You know. But the thing here is that, are you going to listen? Are you going to move? Are you going to release? Are you going to become? That's the real question. Number 5, the 5th way to work with this full moon in Libra energy is going to be a bit light, okay? So I know we've been talking about a lot of like heavy duty stuff, but number 5 is all about socializing and also expression. I was like trying to say the words at once. So, this is the time where you want to really tune into, are you being a hermit because of the winter? I know I have, it's like being in your house, not talking to people, hiding away, no one understands me, blah, blah, blah. I don't have anyone I can connect with. Whatever the stories that you tell yourself, I'm not saying this is you, but a lot of us, that can be the story, okay? So this is, again, we have to be honest with yourself. Is it us, or have we been kind of avoiding people for some reason? We're like, oh, I don't want to, I'm lazy, or whatever the reason is. Allowing the energy of the full moon to address your socialization and your interaction and your connection with others. So how are you connecting with yourself and how are you connecting with others? Sometimes we prefer to be in hermit mode so that we can protect ourselves. Protect ourselves from hurt, protect ourselves from jealousy, protect ourselves from pain, protect ourselves from, I don't know what, like heartbreaks, right? But sometimes it comes to a point where, are we choosing this because it's in alignment and we're happy with it, or we're doing it because of avoidance? You see? There's a lot of us out there when we go out into the world, especially dating and stuff like that, when we're like, I'm ready to find my one, I'm ready to find my soulmate, I put up walls because I've been hurt in the past. So like, I'm gonna put these walls and it's gonna be so long and so big, like the walls of China, right? The Great Walls of China. And then it's like, where's my soulmate? Because your walls are so big and your walls are so high. So ask yourself, are you putting up walls? Are you hiding? Are you ready to come mingle, go out? You're gonna say yes to the parties, yes to something. Is it time for you to say yes to something, yes to someone? So allowing yourself to know that there's gonna be some invitations, maybe some opportunities for socialization. Maybe your friends are going to invite you out and you're like, but I don't go to the pub, but I don't even drink, I don't blah blah. But maybe you give it a shot. Maybe you change up the vibe. Maybe you see what will happen. Actually, speaking of that, I think it was yesterday. Yesterday, my partner and I, we were going to downtown Central in Mexico here, and he wanted to watch a soccer match because, he loves soccer, and I don't really care about soccer, but I was like, I'm gonna accompany you anyway. And then he went to this pub, and like, I haven't been to a pub, an Irish pub, in like, I don't know, years. So it was cool. It was a cool experience. Like, I'm in there and it's like, whoa, I haven't been to a pub. It's not really my vibe. The music was loud and like there's burgers and wings and like, it's like, it's a different environment. But then I said yes to it anyway, because it's nice for us to change up. Sometimes we're so we're so fixed on this identity, but then that it doesn't allow us to grow, it allows us to expand, because who we are is an expression of a divine, you see? So this is why it's important for you to focus on, are you being socialized? Are you changing up your identity? Are you being expressed? Are you trying out new identity? Maybe see who you are when you're, eating street food, seeing who you are when you're at a 5-star experience, seeing who you are when you're at a pub, Irish pub. I mean, I had a good time over there watching a soccer match where I knew nothing about, but hey, AC Milan won. For those of you who are curious what I was watching about, AC Milan versus Napoli. He's Italian, so he loves that kind of stuff. But yes, so you see, this is the energy where you're being called to really express, to really become, to really allowing yourself to be free, because guess what? The winter time is over, okay? We're in a new astrological year today in the words, right? Don't we love it when we have those days? But allowing yourself to be fully expressed, even if you're stumbling over your words, even if you don't, have your makeup on, your hair, whatever, like, it doesn't matter, because the most thing that matters is that when you are expressed, when you are here to be the person that you're here to be, when you share what needs to be shared, when you speak up about what you need to speak up about, when you're here to do the things that your soul is leading you to do. So beyond all the fluffies, beyond all the fake stuff, beyond the perfection, get yourself out of the game and really allow yourself to see what you are made of. For those of you who haven't grabbed your release and become free masterclass ticket, I don't know what you're waiting for. Grab your ticket right now in the link in the description. I can't wait to see you there. Let me know in the comments. Let me know that you're in. Connect with me on Instagram. And here's the video for you to tap into. Oh my gosh, so much info. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.